Okay, good morning. Let's give a couple seconds as usual. People can see and join. And today, okay, let's change a little bit camera here. Okay, so today is December 3rd, 2024. And I'll be talking about my November, what had happened during November for Natalia Yarncraft. So what's going on here on designing part, just crafting or other stuff around as usual. So I want to start with two big events that started by the end of November and continue through the end of December. So one event is Indie Design Gift Along, and so this is, I think, third year as I'm participating as a designer with this event. And so Indie Gift Along is going on Ravelry. So there is a big group of people, big group of organizers who run all this all the events. And so during the Indie Gift Along, so they usually have 8 like categories for knit-alongs. So you choose some patterns in, I think it's like hat and all what is going on for the head, for hands, for your feet. What else? Like home toys, it's like one category. Garments, shawls, I think they're separate from other neck related, like cowls or scarves. This is 7. What else? Something else also. So anyway, the 8 categories, you can choose participate in one of these knit-alongs, or you can choose all 8 and make a project for each of the events. So, and it has a big group on Ravelry, and you can see all the rules, all participating designers and everything in the design gift along group. So as usually, I am not only participate as a designer, I also participate as a crafter and make something during this time. What else I want to say? So anyway, if you you use usually your Ravelry for your patterns, so go check this group, and so many amazing patterns you can find, even just if you don't want to find them, but you see what other people doing, and so you will be marking for yourself, okay, this is good, this is cute, I want to make this, and so and so. And for this Indie Gift Along, I also donating 2 prizes. So it will be prizes. So if you finished your project before the end of the year, so before the December 31st, and post on this group, you will be so you may win a prize, yeah. And also there is a prizes for participating in some games, and just participating during in chats. Like I think I saw some like if you in one of the 8 of the categories of these knit alongs, some moderators can choose like random people to answer a question, and you answer a question right, so you can win a prize. So it's like big things going on. So anyway, and I'm doing a couple prizes, decided to join this fun, and you can win, you may win one of the Intendant magazine. This is issue 2, it's for knitters. It's all about cables, and issue 4 is for crocheters, and it's like a summer spring issue. So my design shawl, crossing twig shawl, is here in issue 2, and my design ocean crest shawl is here in issue 4. So also this is one of the two actually two of the many physical prizes, but there are also during the indie gift alone there will be lots of digital patterns and digital ebooks and so and so and so. Anyway, you can join the fun and participate in this event, Indie Design Gift Along. This is number 1, and number 2, or vice versa, they are going head to head. The other event is Fasten Off Yarn Along, and it is off Ravelry event. So if you don't like Ravelry and you prefer to get your patterns through like directly from a designer website or on Etsy or Lovecraft, so anyway other places where you can find the patterns, and so this is event for you. And this is also big people gathering together, knitting together, crocheting together, crafting together to create projects during this time of the year. And for Fasten Off Yarn Along, the still sale going on, and for indie gift they already finished the sale part, but for Fasten Off Yarn Along, the sales is going on till December 5th. So today, tomorrow, and day after tomorrow we sell, and it is 25% off of some of the patterns that each of the designer described. Like this is available for purchase with discount, and all of this information you can find on the website Fasten Off YAL, so Fasten Off Yarn Along. And my patterns on Payhip eligible for 25% discount with coupon code FO 2024. So the coupon code is the same for every designer, so that's easy. You can jump from one website to other and check several designers. And also on Fasten Off Yarn Along, they have a pretty good search. You can search by designer name, you can search by the type of project you want to make, by the yarn weight, and so there's like a whole list what you can choose as your search parameter, and search what you want to make. But the fun part is to join some chats and games, and again just talk to people. I joined Discord, so there are many like what is called not forums, but anyway, chats where you can look what people doing, what people have done already and finished project. And I like to watch some games. For example, if one person find one pattern and give a picture, and you need to find and he asked to find you something like, find me something with cables, or find me something with I don't know, shawl with lace, or anything like so. And people going to search on the website and look for different patterns that can be described as this person asking. And also you can go search by just picture. If someone posted a picture, it said different games. If someone posted a picture, you need to find who made this, who designed this. And so also just interaction with maybe if you just search on the website, you may not look for this kind of pattern, but if you look through these games, you find interesting things that may catch your eye, and it's like, okay, this I I have no attention to find this, but I see this and I like this, and maybe I will make this. It's like a squirrel. Yeah, you go outside, oh, squirrel. And so it's a great way to again interact with people and talk about your craft. And also for fasten off yarn along, they already started some interview with designers, like ask me anything type of interview. Or there will be also video panel, like a group of several designers, and they will be answering same question what and I think it will be live. We'll try to figure out the time and day when I may jump to the live Instagram live for this event. So yeah, so this is like lots of going on, but it's interesting. And yeah, it's and again, I'm not only participating as a designer, I also doing like a craft my crafting on my side during this event. So this is and for the fasten off yarn along, I am doing this second year. I joined last year for the first time. And so for indie gift along, I am doing third year. So it's it's already a little tradition. Yeah, and so far I like it, and just fun time to spend with like-minded people, and to join, to craft, and just have fun during this time, and of course make some project. And before assign for these two events, I was rushing to finish a few things, and it was already time to publish two of my patterns that were in magazines, and I was able to publish as a single pattern. So I did couple posts about it. So my shawl, Ocean Crest shawl from the In Tandem issue 4 is published right now as a single pattern. This one, I don't have a sample, so I have only a picture here. This one, it's hard to see probably with this light. It's fingering weight yarn for this shawl. I think I used 2 skeins of Malabrigo sock, and it's a asymmetrical triangle shawl, and what else? Let me find the design info so I'm not messing with you. Yeah, so asymmetrical triangle, and you have simple sections of double crochet, and you have section of wave pattern that's you alternate, and so like sometimes you just work double crochet with a little increase on one side, and then you have sections with wave stitch pattern, and these sections are without decreases. You just straightforward work, but it's lots of different stitches, so you can create this wave pattern. Yeah, so Ocean Crest shawl is published as a single pattern on Ravelry and on Payhip, and because on Payhip it's still going on this sale part, so on Payhip it's still available as 25% off. You can find it. Links as usual in bio. Just see Linktree and you find this. Okay, the other pattern that was before in the magazine, it is lacy and short skirt. It was published in Crochet Foundry July issue, and now it is available also just a single pattern, and you can find this pattern again on Ravelry or Payhip, and it's eligible for 25% off on Payhip. And pattern number 3, that was that I was kind of rushing to publish, but it's not much rush because this pattern should be published back in like a March or something, but it didn't happen. I think after I finished testing test knit in February, I think. I needed to do couple changes in the pattern, but it was not much changes, just like adding some clarification and so on. But it didn't happen, so it was on a back burner somewhere. And So because I didn't have many fresh published pattern this year before the knit alongs, indie gift, and fast and off yarn alongs, so I decided, okay, it's time finally to publish. And I'm talking about my lightning strike shawl. This is live on Ravelry and Payhip, and this is my knit version of my crochet design. And let me bundle up here a little bit. So it's a triangle shawl, but you can see it's have some sections that's sticking out, like a here and here, so it's a zigzagging edge. And also on the widest part you have some loops, and you can stick the other end in this loop and maybe in this loop, and it's like works like a fastening for your shawl, and it stays in place like this. Ta-da! So lightning strike shawl, and it is DK weight yarn, and I think we're talking about 2 skeins of DK, and the sample was made with Hedgecock Fibers Merino DK, 100% Merino, 220 yards in 115 grams, so it's a 4 ounces, so it's like a little bit bigger than usual, your usual skein, 100-gram skeins. And it is warm, and I'm sitting here in the sun. Yeah, so here we have 2 sections again. One section is horizontal ribbing, and one section is like a mesh or net stitch pattern with lots of holes here. And I do have a few videos on the YouTube channel about how to work this ribbing, how to work this stitch pattern, and how to make this loops made using I-cord, I think 2 stitches or some, yeah, and they're connecting during like in few spots here on the side. And this is how it looks, this, and the prototype the crochet version was in this book, 60 quick crochet projects. Let me find the original idea. My original idea was this shawl bolt, and this is crochet version, this is knit version. You see, it's a same kind of same looking stitch pattern for knit and crochet version. Okay, so yeah, this pattern also is live, and I didn't post yet much about, just that it's it's published already. And you can see these zigzagging parts, and here more. So I probably dig my pictures, not my picture, the pictures from my testers that tested back in February, and we'll post these pictures, and yeah, couple more posts will come about this shawl. But the patterns again on Ravelry and on Payhip, and Payhip still with you can use coupon code to get 25% off. So this was 3 patterns that I was publishing just before I signed for Indie Gift Along, and just before I signed for Fast and Off Yarn Along, because when you sign you need to create some links they can use it, so, and in these links, if you have already published pattern, it's easy, but if you will be publishing later during this event, it's kind of create other other waves, we'll say. So yeah, 3 patterns. So 2 were already published in magazines, but Lightning Strike is my own, and it's just a single published pattern, self-published patterns going on Ravelry and Payhip. Okay, let me open my list. I prepared list today because I have lots of things to show you and to talk. Okay, this is patterns, events, and what was going on also on designing parts. Oh yeah, about events also. I did 2 blog posts, each for 1 event. And so you can find all the links that you need to see for this event. Sorry. And I did already previous years that I added also my favorites, so you can see my favorites for this year. And usually I choose some kind of like topic what I will be looking when I will be looking for my favorites. And this year I choose to see what is going on in color work area, like mosaic, Fair Isle, stripes, what else, intarsia, so everything what it's color work related. And so basically several patterns that I choose, they use more than 1 color. At least 2, but several using more. Yeah, I added a couple hats and cowls. Some are knitted, something was crocheted also, so mix of this and this. And these favorites you can find on blog post. Couple days ago I think I posted on about some of my favorites for Fast and Off Yarn Along on Instagram in stories. And yeah, so but easy to find all the links and who made all the designers. This is much more easy to find on the blog post. Yeah, if you click on my website through Linktree, you can find blog, and that's easy to find there info about Indie Design Gift Along and Fast and Off Yarn Along. Several designers like me participating in both events, but some of designers doing only one of this or this. So, and also, for example, for my favorites in 2 blog posts, I try to avoid same pictures and same designs. So for indie gift, I choose some of them, but when I started to work on favorites for Fast and Off, I saw several several designs that I already choose for other event, favorites event, and so it's like, okay, I like them, but but it's so many beautiful patterns that you can choose from. Anyway, if you prefer Ravelry, you can go and check Ravelry event. If you prefer off Ravelry pattern browsing, you can choose Fast and Off. But if it doesn't matter for you, you can choose both events and see and what's going on there, and join the chats and so on, so and so. Anyway, I think that's it about this part, and staying kind of on a color work and so on. So I also did a couple proposal for submission call for I think was Yarn Company and Yarn Company. Yeah, and one of them was also kind of color work combinations with plain color area, so it was fun to dig. So that's probably also was why I pay attention to more to color work during this event. So because I was already created my color work idea for one of the proposals, and it's like if it's something on my mind, it stick for a while, and yeah, I pay attention more and more to this area. Okay, staying also on proposals, and during the November I continued the crochet test, and it's already done. I have a couple finished projects for my testers for a skirt, and this skirt will be published in January. So just next month already coming. So, and crochet test is finished. I did couple adjustments that my tester pointed, and I think like this week probably it will be, or beginning of next, it will be already proofread for the magazine for this January issue, and I will check what is going on there, and so, and it will be ready to publish in January. So it's an online magazine. Stay tuned for more info. Okay, this was this and this, and let's begin with showing some finished projects. During November, we went for a couple kids tournament, and I took something with me to work on, but I didn't want to take some bigger project that I was working, and decided last second what I will take with me. And I had this set. This is what is left, but you can see some of the colors, what is going on here. I have this set by, it's a local yarn dyer here in Charlotte area. the Fibre Studio at Yarns to Die For, and it was mini sock set, 6 colors, the color combo, I think tourmaline, the name of this. 20 gram skates, yeah, approximately 86 yards of fingering weight yarn, sock yarn, so it's 75 merino, 25 nylon, I think. Yes. And I decided to work one more sample for the socks. I showed you last time that I made Christmas socks. And yeah, but this is, you see, it's darker colors and more stripy stuff, but I wanted a little bit lighter color to show more stitch definition. And I made one more sample, but they have stripes, but big and bright, and yeah, this is so for now I call them dots over stripes socks, but maybe after I finish the pattern it will be different name. But anyway, the socks are carved down and have 2 stitch patterns. So one in front, you can see these cute dots, making these dots using right twist or left twist, 2 stitches, like a one-on-one cable basically. And the other part ribbing 2x2, or this big ribbing, some of stitches. And also I added kind of like a arch support, more 2x2 ribbing in the middle of the sock. You can see here is a wider ribbing close to the toe and close to the heel, but here in the middle you see 2x2 ribbing at the bottom. So this pair is done. And so what do you think about this color combo? Pinkish and turquoise, a little bit lighter and darker pink, and a little bit darker and lighter turquoise. Done. I didn't dive yet to pattern writing because I was busy to making different sample, but kind of using the same stitch pattern. And because I have left yarn in this set, I decided to, okay, this will be like a small collection. Socks and fingerless mittens. So here are there, you can see the same little dot over stripe stitch pattern, and here's 2x2 ribbing, and palm is just plain stockinette. And here I used extra of this color yellow to this is what is left basically. So what was here in a dark turquoise and light pink, this is big stripes here till they're like maybe a yard left, and here a couple stripes just for fun in other pink and turquoise. So 2 samples done, and I'm thinking, because I have these socks in Christmas colors, and because I have yarn left from the socks, I'll be making also fingerless. I'm not talking today. Fingerless gloves or mittens, whatever, in Christmas colors. Okay, these are two samples using fingering yarn, and let me see what else I have done. Okay, I think, I don't remember, last year or, oh, not year, last month or a month before, I show you that I get some yarn and couple of things from the hobby company, and I had one spool, or I don't know, it's not like a hank, it's not like a ball of yarn, but whatever, French ribbon, and it is 100% cotton, but it's is made like a cord, but pressed, and it's like a flat cord. And also I got some plywood bases. One is kind of oval shape and one is circle. And I decided to use this base and this yarn and to make small baskets. Used no pattern here, just look for rattan stitch pattern, crochet pattern. So it's create like a, you see, like flat stitches, and it's also interesting in the inside. I don't think you can see, but also I like the wrong side also, not only outside. Outsides look amazing. I like this flat, but this stitch pattern requires you to work each stitch, to take the hook out of each stitch when you work it. So it's not a fast stitch pattern. So you make like 2 loops, then take your hook, then stick your hook from other side and pull the from the other side. But yeah, it's look very interesting, like it's a woven, I think. So I made these 2 things, and I have left the yarn, and I decided to make some coasters, just simple circles. After I make 5, it was so little yarn left. I was like, will be it enough for the 6th one? And it was almost enough. So when I was finishing the last round, I didn't have enough to fasten off. I just get it back one round, start working a little bit tighter. So I have at the end finally have like an inch, maybe inch and a half left to fasten off and just to finish and wave the end. Yeah, the full skein spool or whatever was 250 grams, and it is 125 meters, which is 136 yards. It counts as super bulky, and I work mostly, I think, 6.5 millimeters, but because it's pretty tight stitch pattern, and yeah, it didn't feel like the yarn itself is bulky because it's flexible. But anyway, this was my experiment with this kind of yarn, and to use for the first time bases for the basket, going through all these holes, and yeah, this was interesting. So basically I used three new things with this project. I used the basket base, I used this for the first time, I used for the first time this kind of ribbon yarn, and first trying this rattan stitch pattern. So this was my experiment with a few new things. Okay, next project finished. During indie gift along, I decided to work one hat and this name is Hat for a Dude, and pattern is by Katie Pomper. And if you watched Big Lebowski movie, so he has like a big jacket with color work, and this hat is using this kind of similar color work stitches. So this is a hat for a dude. I used DK weight, the pattern called for DK. You can also use this way. And this is the crown, 6 lines. I usually do 4 lines or 8 sections, but this hat has this 6, but I think because these are double decrease, so central decrease, so you decrease 12 stitches per round. And I think I've worked a little bit loose my color work. It probably will be better just work tighter each, and it won't be this tall. For the yarn, here is Birocco Vintage DK, Birocco Vintage DK, weight in colors, I think mocha, oat, this is the mocha, this is the oat color, and this color is only like a here for 1, 2, 3, 4 stripes, 2 rounds each, so not much of this color. This is like a main color. I will prefer a little bit lighter, but when I ran to a yarn store here, a local yarn store, I didn't find lighter colors. So, but anyway, this works also great in color combination. And for the darker color, again, didn't find the same Birocco Vintage DK in darker color. And I used Knitting for Olive, and it is fingering weight, but I use double strength, so I pull it from the outside and from the inside the ball, and the color is brown bear. dark brown, like a chocolatey, dark chocolate brown, I will say. Yeah, this was my project for indie design gift along. So I finished this one, and it's very nice, soft, but yeah, vintage Berocca vintage is soft always. I work with Worsat Berocca vintage, and this is the decay vintage. Great yarn, and usually lots of color choices. But when you run to the store, it's like I needed just specific colors right now, because I want to start a project like 2 hours from this point. Yeah, sometimes it's harder to find in specific place. But anyway, the color choice of Berocca vintage is usually huge. What else for today? I told you I have a list. And because this project was for what I said, indie design gift along, and I also wanted something to make during fast and off yarn along, and it was kind of on my to-do list for a while, but I didn't try it, so I was like avoiding adding extra thing to my wish list. I used for the first time Tunisian crochet, and so learned how it actually works. So I kind of understand the process of this, and so a few friends that were working on Tunisian projects, but I didn't had like actual hook in my hands to start working. And my first project is in Tunisian is this little coaster. The pattern is Citrus Slice Coaster by Andrea Critu. I hope I pronounce it right. She's Yarn Andy on social media and blog posts and so on. So this is Tunisian crochet stitch here in the middle and kind of here, and simple slip stitch on the outside. But because this is a small project, and usually you work like 5 or 4 stitches for your Tunisian, I work on a normal hook, not Tunisian hook. So just my normal Clover Amour, and it was interesting. And so if you know Tunisian, if you don't know, so for Tunisian you kind of start picking stitches on your hook on the row in one direction, and then like when you're going back, you kind of biting them off, and they are off your hook. And this is going backwards. I think it's the fun part of this craft. So it's like you have so many stitches on your hook, and then you're taking that off, and because this was like a project for even if it's Tunisian stitch, but it was on a normal hook, I wanted to try like real Tunisian hook, and got some few hooks from different places. One is Chavu, and it is bamboo, and it is double-sided hook with a cable. So you have 2 hooks on each side, you can see, yeah, 2 hooks here and cable, and but the size of the hook itself was not that I actually need it right now for the next project, so I just grabbed to get a feeling to what is going on. And also this is if you can see, this is inline type of hook. I usually work with tapered, so need to find something that's I can try this double. I think this is for like a in the round for Tunisian. Yeah, I will find a way to test this. The next one I grabbed, this was one from the yarn store, and the next one was from the big box store, and this is a hook with a cable, and cable is awful. Sorry. This is hard plastic. It stays always in a circle. But yeah, this was like a, and this is a tapered type of hook. This is way better for me. And the next one is just big, straight, long hook. And this is what I'm working right now on this hook. You see, this is also a tapered hook, but it's long as how much? Probably like 12 inches, probably, no, probably 12 inches long, so 30 centimeters, like a normal size long needles, straight needles. And I'm working here, if you can see, kind of lace stitch pattern, but it is a Tunisian crochet lace, and the pattern is Oze bandana by Andrea Creto, the same designer for the coaster, and she's a yarn Andy on social media. Yeah, so far the better and funniest and easiest part for me using this Tunisian crochet is this reverse what it's called, reverse back stitch, I think, when you like binding off these stitches and coming back to the starting point of their row. Oops. So something like this, you see. So I'm taking off stitches and continue. So far it works, and it looks like a lace if you see it through the light. Yeah, it's like a kind of diamond shape. First, when I started this bandana, I think I've worked several rows from written direction, and like, no, it's just, I don't know, I can't visualize when it's just a written direction. So Andrea has a chart, and it's like works like a magic for me. I can see the chart, I can see where all the yarn overs are going, and so when it's next stitch is over the yarn over, or if I need to, for example, work 2 stitches or 3 stitches together, so I can't work through the yarn over space. It definitely needs to be like a simple stitch through the simple stitch. And so it's like, okay, I need to see how it's going on here to visualize and to like kind of read my fabric, what is going on the fabric and what is going on in the pattern, to combine them and understand what's going on here. And the yarn I'm using is it's a leftover from my lacy and short skirt project. That's crochet project. So it was, I think it's a 50-50 cotton and bamboo. It's a universal yarn, bamboo pop. Yeah, great yarn. I really like it. And usually Tunisian, it's kind of on a stiffer side of creates fabric, but this yarn is very soft and squishy, and even with Tunisian, it's kind of, you see, it's pretty flexible fabric for here. I think I'm like done half, even more than half for this bandana, so a little bit more. I'm not sure how it will finish size work for me, but I work till the end of the chart and see what I get, and then decide to continue or just finished and see what will be. I don't very usually on my head anything, but maybe if I create instead of bandana for the head, I can use like a little cowl bandana type. So here we'll see. First I need to finish this, and then yeah, and I think I'm almost done for today. And it's already 11. Okay, last thing that I want to show you, it's I didn't make it but it was made for me, and it kind of it is a new tool. Have you seen portable yarn holder that you can place your, oh, actually I can show you the skein that it's already in a cake. I'm not sure if it will be here, but anyway, you can stack your ball of yarn here. Yeah, this is pretty tight in the middle. And you can hang it on your hand or somewhere. I need to make a better handle here, but if you work this way, it spins, and I didn't use it like in real action with yarn yet, because I need to make extra handle here. I used two things, like two keychain type of carabine, I think. Yeah, and this is two parts that was 3D printed. So it's a circle, and it's a little thing that you can slide here, and this is your holder. Yeah, this, and I use two discs of keychains, so it's can rotate easily. Yeah, this is my new toy, but I didn't use it in action. I need to check if it works and make a little handle to hold on a wrist. Okay, I think that's it about November, and this is all I got. And as usual, you can find all the links what I was talking about in bio, in Linktree, and it will be recording will be available on YouTube, and I will be adding on YouTube all the links in description. So let's work some more magic during December and work on some projects, have fun, and see you next year in beginning of the January. I think that's it. Okay, thanks for joining me. I don't see any comments. And if you have any questions or comments, yeah, there is always a place to place on Instagram or on YouTube. Okay, bye guys.